What's up guys, Chigs here from Chigs Tech Reviews. So today I bring you the very popular Poco M3, and today we're going to be answering a simple question: is it good or not? So first of all, the price. Depending on where you buy it from, you can bag this phone for around £114 in the UK and up to $149 US. Now, build quality is actually made from polycarbonate, textured design. It almost feels like leather. So that means no fingerprints, but you'll still get some slight smudges here and there. Now, the camera bump design I like. You got this shiny rectangular design with the Poco logo on the side. So overall design is good and it does feel quite nice in the hands. It's fairly slim, although it's a little bit weighty at 198 grams, but that can be forgiven because this phone has a 6000 milliamp hour battery, which explains the weight. Now, screen quality. So you are looking at a 6.53 inch IPS Full HD Plus display. So very decent large display, great for all your entertainment needs. Now you've got Qualcomm's Snapdragon 662. It's an 11 nanometer octa-core clocked at 2 GHz with 4 gigs of LPDDR4 RAM and 128 gigs of internal storage. Now the 128 storage option gives you UFS 2.2, and if you go for the 64 gig option you get UFS 2.1. Now there is a difference between the storage speeds. If you go for 128 you get UFS 2.2. If you go for 64 gigs you get UFS 2.1. But fortunately there is option to expand with a microSD card up to 512 gigs. So the specs are okay, not blowing my mind, only 4 gigs of RAM, but gaming performance is decent with Call of Duty playing on medium settings, and as you can see, the gameplay is nice and smooth. So how are the cameras? Well, you have a triple camera setup on the back, 48 megapixel primary sensor, 2 megapixel depth and 2 megapixel macro, and on the front we have an 8 megapixel camera water drop design. So photo quality is impressive in 48 megapixel mode as long as you have good lighting, and also as there is no optical image stabilization, you do need to make sure you have a steady hand, otherwise the shots can lose detail or even blur. But ultimately you can take some nice looking photos in 48 megapixel mode. However, if you try to take low light shots, you will not be impressed with the results. Now you can capture a maximum of 1080p video at 30 frames per second, and I believe that's with electronic image stabilization. Now video quality is generally okay, but not very stable due to lack of optical image stabilization, but this is what you can expect. Also, there is no ultra wide camera and macro shots are not that impressive. So at this price point, don't expect the best camera, but saying that, I was fairly satisfied with the quality, certainly good for the money. Now, a few other things to point out. Android 10 is smooth and fast with very minimal bloatware added. So MIUI has come a long way, and this is MIUI 12 for Poco, and I am liking it. I like how MIUI works, and I do love the customization options it offers. Now this phone has Bluetooth version 5.0, you've got an audio jack and IR blaster on top, you've also got FM radio and USB-C charging. Now I actually do like the built-in stereo speakers, so you got one at the bottom, one on the earpiece, and they do support high-res audio, and the overall sound quality is very decent.
It's time to send a message. There will be no more hostages.
Veteran was not actually that difficult. Maybe try realistic next mission. That was my first experience. Battery life is impressive at 6000 milliamp hours, and you're actually going to struggle to try and kill that battery. You can easily achieve 2 days with medium to heavy usage, or 1.5 days with pure heavy usage. So great battery life, but on the downside, 18 watt fast charging is not great as it does not match the size of the battery, and therefore it takes around 2 hours to fully charge the phone. And another point to mention, there is no NFC and no 5G, so this is a 4G smartphone. And in case you're wondering, the fingerprint sensor is located on the side, and I am liking side fingerprint sensors, although this one is not the fastest in the game. So to sum it up, is the Poco M3 good or not? Well, I'm going to give this phone a happy good, because for a budget smartphone priced well under $200, it's a decent proposition. Now, I really do like the build quality, the camera performance, the long battery life, and the MIUI 12 is also pretty top notch. However, I cannot praise the overall performance and charging speeds of that battery. And that being said, it seems like everything is given in just the right portions. So not too much, not too less, but ultimately you will feel it's good value for money. I hope you found this video useful. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a brilliant day. I'll see you guys in the next one.